I'm blue, I've been deed, I've been died, 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 I've been deed, I've been died.
Hello, so welcome back to my skin expansion journey. So I had my fat extraction / mini lipo done on Saturday. I was only informed very late on Friday that it's happening Saturday. So I went in, got that done. Took about an hour and a half to be done. And this isn't such a subtle procedure as I thought. It's actually quite intense. I'll give you guys the details now. So what happens is you go in, he put numbing cream on my right thigh because that's where he extracted it. So he made like to take it from, and then he made two little entry holes at the top of my head here somewhere, I don't know where, and that's where he was going to go in to actually insert the fat. So what happens is he puts on the numbing cream, and then as soon as the numbing cream has taken effect, then he injects local anesthetic, so that numbs up the area that he extracts it from. And then he literally goes in with this type of, actually it is this nozzle, but this nozzle, yeah. Then he literally plays violin. So he goes all over the place with this thing. It's not a very subtle and chilled procedure. It's literally quite vicious. He just goes like this the whole time. He actually handed me a mirror so I could see as well. So it was quite awesome to see this thing happening. It's creepy as well at the same time. So, okay. After extracting all of the fat, he then puts it in. He takes 2 syringes, so he extracts twice with the whole thing going back and forth. So then he places the syringes aside, and then it literally he gives it a little bit of time to settle, which is not even probably, I want to say 5 minutes, if it's even that long. Then he squishes out the blood, and then the fat is left. So what he does then is he takes that same nozzle that he used to extract the fat, and he then goes in via the entry holes that I said here, the little blue marks. He goes in via that, and then he tunnels, which is literally what it says. He creates little tunnels for the fat to now be dispersed. But I think in a normal, well-rounded skull, it would be easier because mine obviously has a lot of, scar tissue underneath. So you could hear some of the things while he was trying to pierce through it, I want to say. It's quite intense. You literally hear bone scratching the whole time. So, I mean, I had to like clench my teeth a couple of times because, yeah, it was quite, it's not really sore. It was sometimes sore, but it was a bit more the noise frustrating me and annoying me. I actually got goosebumps a couple of times just for that. Just that noise, scratching like that. It was quite intense. And then lying down there thinking, okay, I've got this thing now literally scratching my head. I mean, hello, how much more can you get? Weirdness. Then why I'm able to do this in the examination room and avoid the theater side is because I have no sensation or nerves left at the top of my head. So that makes it easier to now go in and just literally put in a bit of local anesthetics at the top here just to be safe. And obviously he put in here as well because I still have my nerves and sensation there. So he's able to obviously numb it up like that. So that's the whole point of that. So then, like I said, he goes in, he extracts the stuff, he then goes back in, he squirts in the fat, and then he literally squashes it around with his thumbs like that. So he disperses it in his own little way. So at this stage, all I know is I started bleeding last night when I got home, which was obviously not ideal. Then at around 10 o'clock, 10:30, I went back and I got more stitches stitches of ear, because there was one area that pierced through with the nozzle going that insanely, because the same way he uses to extract the fat from your thigh is the same way he goes in like that. It sounds quite vicious. It actually bent the nozzle. No jokes. Literally like that. It looked quite intense. But anyway, so managed to get all of that. So then he stitched up this side and then 2 of the little insertion points where the local anesthetics went in as well. So got back, rested, finally felt a bit better, with not blood trickling down my face the whole time. It was quite hectic. I freaked out when it happened. My neighbor's wife actually assisted with that, so very thankful for them for that. So yeah, that was entertainment, because nothing can just go simple. Oh no, hell no. So I checked now as well. My plaster, I've got a plaster on my thigh where he did the fat extraction, and it has to be there till Tuesday. But obviously the bottom is now starting to push up a little bit, and I had the suspicion, but it's literally black, not blue, it's black. So it's quite bruised. When I was walking around a little bit today, I felt it as well. So I've got a little bit of a weird step going on at this stage, but yeah, got it done and dusted. So what do we do now? Now we wait for 3 to 4 months, and then the other side gets done, because he said it's going to take about 2 to 3 procedures to get all of the fat in. So why is the fat being put in? Fat is being put in because it's creating an insulation layer for my skin at this stage. So when we do another round of the actual balloons going in, the skin is going to be thicker. And then number 2 is stem cells. I didn't know that your fat cells actually have stem cells, but apparently they do. So the fat now also creates little blood pathways. So it's either capillaries, what do you call it, veins, I don't know. It's literally creating little pathways at this stage. So it's also going to assist with the hair growth and stuff, and creating all of these little new blood flow situations going on. So it's a dual purpose at this stage. And apparently another word for stem cells is stem pluri, because they can be used to fix anything, which I find way more accurate to actually say it like that. So this is the whole process with putting the skin in. And I mean, my skin is paper thin. I mean, this is why it pierced it. In normal cases it won't, but mine it did. So that's the short breakdown of what happened. So I'm going back on Tuesday, and then they're just checking all of the, if there's no infections and everything is still fine. And then I think 12 days, then I can remove the stitches. So yeah, that is the fun and games at this stage. But I'll take pictures as soon as the bandage comes off my thigh, and then you guys can see the severity of this. Like I said, this is not for the faint of heart. This is quite intense. I completely underestimated this, but I'm glad I did it. So now one part is done. I'm honestly not looking forward to doing this again in 3 to 4 months, but I'll get it. It's fine. We'll do it. But like I said, this is quite intense. I wouldn't actually look at anyone doing liposuction again in the same way. This is quite intense. But anyway, so cool. I just wanted to give you an update with that, and then I'll speak to you guys as soon as I go up for my follow-up. Have a good weekend. Bye.